Welcome to the Dungeon House, where a bunch of regular people with regular jobs gather to play Dungeons and Dragons. We aren't professionals, so if you hear food ASMR or a baby in the back, just understand it's normal. This show is recommended for those 13 and up. The music you'll hear is brought to you by William Heaton and various other artists. We're glad that you're here to share in the fun and laughter, as well as the challenges along the way. So come on into our home, take a seat on the couch, and enjoy the Dungeon House.
And sound effects. Wait, we can't use it?
No, we just had it on.
You think we can, but
Like out in the open, it just wouldn't work on Discord for
Yeah.
David. Or anyone would listen.
we'll figure it out.
You wanna go see Danny? Yeah, that's real good, babe.
And
I don't know what it's like to be under 1,000 emails. I've never been there.
I think the most emails I've had in my non-spam account at a time was up to 20, and that was a lot.
My work email, I can keep any. My work email, I keep really clean. Good.
That's basically all I'm saying. Is that we do work.
Hey.
Hey, we're live now.
sorry, I was gonna call you, but then I saw Mr.
I can eat pizza.
What do you think about this?
I have 9,000 work emails.
I have a lot too.
That's awesome. My personal email is at 6,000. My work email is at 0. You like the what?
I think the crust is better, but I don't think the stuffed crust actually enhances the pizza. Oh, does that make sense?
It's like having a mozzarella breadstick.
No, I like it, but the normal ones don't really have a crust you can grab. This does.
It's also got a really flaky texture.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I was thinking, I mean,
We were not paid to say this, but Papa Murphy's pizza is actually pretty dang good. We sat down.
Listen,
Yes, foot busting.
Did you know that is only an American thing? Is
Papa Murphy's.
Bob Murphy, not just that, but the idea of you go somewhere, they make your pizza for you, but then you take it home to cook it.
you want to go buy?
I'm not saying it makes sense for the consumer.
I mean, it makes a little bit of sense to me, right? If you have a party, you just pick up the pizzas the day before,
Yeah.
and they're not ready, right? You don't have to worry about it.
no, sure.
Or, right, if you have a long distance to drive, right? I'm coming in 30 minutes from Paradigm, right? I can bring the pizzas and they'll still be hot. Right.
That makes sense.
I mean, it's not always practical in this case, probably not, but yeah.
They
You
do
just have-
just like IKEA did.
I can't.
You assemble yourself.
Yep. They were like, how do we get these suckers?
That's one of my favorite things about IKEA is their little booklets that you can read through to figure out how to put it together. They're actually really well made. They follow the steps. You don't, like some people, then they're a little harder.
Why'd you look at me?
No reason.
I follow all the steps.
I remember this thing when you guys worked at Peterson Plumbing. I remember calling you guys, and you guys were building something, and McKay refused to look at the. I do remember this very vividly.
I'll be established.
I don't think that ever happened. I do not remember
No,
this.
dude, I very vividly remember this because you two. It was like one of the first times I actually It wasn't it was just you two bickering like you do when you're bickering like an old couple, and it was just back and forth. And Chase was like, look at the instructions," and McKay was like, "I don't need the instructions." Anyway, very vividly remember that. I was driving down to Cedar City, and I remember just laughing.
All right, are we ready to get?
I think we're about ready. It's been a little while, guys. Sorry about that. With finals had come in and didn't have a lot of time. Then last week, I was out of town, so Jordan ran a little one shot for the group, and it sounded like it was a blast. I'm kind of jealous. I missed out like one of the fun sessions. Yeah, next time.
Didn't record it either, so yeah. Everyone else missed that too.
We learned our lesson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, everything.
We'll record everything from now on. Yeah. We can always delete it later, except for if we have it live video.
We can record it.
We should just record everything, but maybe not stream everything. What's up? Was that good pizza? Yeah. So let's talk about what happened. So we finished the session with.
Lighthouse. Right? Remember Lighthouse?
No, we're not at the lighthouse.
We finished, so we had to deal with the train heist, right? Then we had to deal with the dude who mistook us for the party of mercenaries they had hired to help them, right? We battled him. Then we scavenged for supplies and we set out into the
I'm gonna come over to the house.
and
Okay.
we were just barely about to come up on.
Are
Are you ready to go?
No, just
Mhm.
you're just
We're being pursued for a while, but we were able
Yeah.
to shake them off.
Yeah. What about? You think they might still be following you? You've seen them in the distance, but
Yeah,
they're
that's
like
nice.
a day or 2 days behind you guys.
Danny's gonna get ready for the goal.
Mhm.
Say bye bye, mama.
So
Danny.
Bye, bye, Hayes.
Bye bye, Hayes.
bye, Hayes.
Who else are you gonna say bye to?
Do you not want to say goodbye to me?
Bye, Hayes.
Who else?
Bye, bye.
Bye. Go sleep with the
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Who is that? What are you doing?
Oh no.
What is that?
It's fake.
Yeah, and who's that?
The cheese. Oh no.
The cheese.
You don't know my name? You gonna make me cry.
Say bye bye, Faith.
It's like you guys have been gone for one whole week. That's too long.
Bye bye, Chase.
See ya.
Okay. Yeah, you want in the car.
Right, go for it. Can I take your card? Oh yeah, the keys are.
What's the last 2 years even mean?
Bye, losers. Oh wait, no. Hey. Oh, bye, suckers.
Bye, suckers.
Bye.
That was cute. You did that next to me.
All right. So you guys have come up, looking down at a ridge. You see what looks to be a volcano in the distance. A large white plume in the setting sunset rolling out of the top of its cone. A small town sitting at the base in the kind of the foothills. What would you like to do?
What time of day is it?
Afternoon. Like even it's starting to be evening.
So did we rest here then? Like we rested right
Uh-huh.
here? Okay.
So we're starting with you guys fully rested just after.
Okay, so we're just finishing like a long rest and
Yeah.
Wait, okay, we'll wait now. We'll wait now. Okay. Got something to do.
it's gonna take a second
Brought the door and I sledded on it, right?
For sure.
For sure, I guess.
Oh yeah, you were sledding on your shield.
Yeek.
Link.
Well,
Watch out.
I haven't seen those torches in the distance for a while now, so I think that we are okay. Which way is the rods pointing? Is it pointing to the village?
To the mountain. The mountain kind of, as you look at it, is off towards the distance. The setting sun right behind it, whereas you'd have to kind of go a little bit outside your path to head towards the village.
Okay. I thought last time we decided that maybe we were going to head to the village.
Yeah.
It's still up to you guys. You can choose whether you want to go there or not.
I think we decided the good to get, if possible, like some more supplies, like plus potions.
Water and rations.
You've been making water and rations.
Yeah, but I mean, it'd be nice to have some.
It's just kind of bland tasting when you make it with magic.
Mac. Oh, we need the foot for you. That is right. That is why we need to go to the village.
I almost forgot about that one. Those
His little-
stuff like.
We'll just bandaged up, like, yeah. All right.
And he still has his own limp.
It's lucky rabbit's foot.
Alia, what do you think?
I think we go to the village. Does the village look abandoned at this distance, or
A perception check.
perception? 9.
It's supposed to be a 9.
Oh, wait, never mind. I'm playing Lua. I clicked on Lua. 1 second. Whoops. Wrong one. I was like, why does that person have white hair? Perception. I was like, I thought I was good at perception. That is a 9. Okay. It changed a lot.
So 9? That's
yeah,
it?
9. Yep, 9.
Awesome. That's wild. What are the chances of that? 1 in 400?
I guess.
Maybe
Whatever my
not.
luck is.
Anyways, give me just 1 second. It's hard to tell for you from here.
Okay.
All right, as you guys make it your way down this rocky ridge, heading down towards the town, you notice that as you get closer, it does seem a little worse for wear. This doesn't look like it's, your classic metropolitan area. They don't have a McDonald's, sorry.
We're really in the middle of nowhere.
Really.
Do they have a subway?
Maybe.
Wait, don't we all have animals? Don't we have, like...
Yeah, we have horses.
We have horses? Okay.
I got my horse.
That you do have animals.
Just to remember.
From a distance, there does seem to be some homesteads that are occupied. See people that seem to have a range of animals outside what looks to be maybe a farmstead or two on the distance outside. And as you get real closer, you see what looks to be lantern lights in houses, as well as in the village proper, but it doesn't seem to be enough to fill the village. From how far you look back, it looks like it's maybe missing a few people. As you come into town, walking along the dusty street, you notice most buildings are dark. Some even have boards covering the windows. A lot of the Adobe-esque buildings look to be vacant at the time. There are a few that do stand out to you that aren't. You see what looks to be some sort of clock tower at the center of town. Maybe some type of temple or church with a large clock tower at the top of it. You see what looks to be an inn or saloon not too far away from that. And a few what looks to be resident housing that has some lights still on. At this point, the sun's just about to set and it's getting a little bit dark.
Well, I say let's hit the salon.
All right. Well, do you think we're in too flash of clothing for this setting? I think that's more of an out-of-week question, but I'm asking.
What's the vibe?
The vibe?
Dusty and destitute.
Is this like desert town, like Tanab, or is this like desert town, like Vegas?
Probably desert town like old Tombstone.
Yes. Yes.
I have
No problem. And then I'll like do a flash, and then my clothes will just change.
What did you do just now with your clothing?
It is a magic item that lets me just change however I wish. I can also do this, and I'll change my like. I'll cast disguise self.
What do you look like now, though?
Oh,
That's the real question.
um,
Because we have to judge you by what you chose for your.
let's go with a dwarf. Kind
You
of
seem kind of tall to be a little dwarf. Dwarf on the taller side.
dwarf on the taller side, but you can still fit. As I've done the math.
You're good.
Dwarf on the taller side. I've kept the mustache, but maybe made it look a little bit poofier. And then I think a big ol' like brown duster kind of cloak kind of thing that I can kind of just bundle up in, and I probably won't change too much more than that. Maybe make my boots less flashy and make them a little bit more just work boots.
Perfect.
Well, I can't change like that, so I need a lady friend.
I can start setting up my little pop-up changing room.
In the middle of town?
Have we reached the town?
I think we're like
We're on the
in town.
outskirts?
We're like
You're
Oh, we can see the
on
saloon.
Main Street.
yeah, we're like on.
Just go into the saloon. I'm
Yeah.
sure they're used to travelers. I mean, there's nothing close.
I mean, even if you take off your armor, like, what are you gonna do with it?
When I don't think that there's too much in this town. There's like two locations that maybe we can find you a leg at. We have the saloon and maybe a clock tower, depending on how the clock tower was made. I know that there are lots
I don't
of
think I
people who
have.
can make different things. So maybe someone there.
Wasn't there also a temple?
Was there a
Maybe
temple?
That was the clock tower.
Oh, that was the
Oh,
clock tower. Yeah. So there's like two locations.
It's hard to tell in the evening as well. You could spend some time looking around town, see if you can find like maybe a artificer shop.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
I'm gonna walk into the saloon.
What? Anyone's going with him?
Yes.
I guess we're going to the.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you walk into this saloon, to be kind of line back then. As you walk up to it, you notice that the adobe structures here seem to have what look to be kind of more brass roofs on top. A little bit of metal mixed with kind of this rustic adobe architecture. Outside of the saloon, you see a sign hanging off of it that looks like it had once said something along the lines of the gilded, but then the last word is now missing.
Mm.
And someone has taken like a knife and kind of carved over it, and it says "Git."
The Gilded Git.
Said it get.
I think that I will like this town, eh?
I will try to. I don't know. I want to disguise myself, but I don't know where I'll put my armor, and I don't want to leave her somewhere.
You can use my bag. It has a little bit more room left in it. Enough for your armor for sure.
That is true. Hmm.
Though if we do suddenly get into combat, it will probably take you an action to put it all back on.
It actually takes 10
10
minutes.
It also takes 10 minutes to take off.
I will keep it on.
Probably easy that way.
All right.
So we walk into this saloon
Yeah.
Yep.
party. I don't know. I'm just picturing Old West. Just
Yeah.
like group just comes in, everyone watches.
Someone's playing the piano.
There is like a piano in the corner. It's kind of going at it. It's a little early in the evening, so there's not a ton of people here. But you see, like, as you walk up, there seems to be some people coming in here. This saloon does look a little bit bigger for the amount of people that seem to be still living in the town.
Mhm.
You see that there's a bartender at the bar. A middle-aged woman, orc by heritage, and she has kind of a plain dress on with what looks to be kind of a large, almost veil for a head covering. On her apron that she's wearing, you see what looks to be a large stain kind of at the torso area, most likely from booze being spilt on the table and then brushing up against it. As you walk in, he says, "Hello, put up seat wherever you want. There's plenty of free. I'll be right over in just a second."
I guess we'll go take a seat, I guess.
Who's in the bar? Is it kind of empty? Is it kind of full?
There's a few people. You see what looks to be two men sitting at the bar. One of them looks to be wearing clothing similar to what Red has changed his outfit into. One looks to have like sleeves rolled up with some suspenders, and he's both are leaning over, kind of having a quiet conversation at the bar. There seems to be a few gentlemen playing some sort of card game in the corner. And what looks to be a couple at a booth, kind of close to the front door. They seem to be sharing a quiet drink together.
Yeah. Could I have Misty? I mean, Misty, can you fly up and surveillance us just to make sure you don't see no funny business? And if you do, send me a signal.
And she'll fly up into the rafters. At this point, you kind of notice as you settle down into your seats, there seems to be piping up above where you're at, and there's kind of a constant little hum coming from them.
We got air conditioning.
Is it cool in here?
It actually feels really nice.
So what is the game plan?
Well, we need to get 2 other items, right?
3 items. We do not have any of them.
3 of them. We need to get 3 items.
Assuming we've taken a seat somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming against the wall somewhere, not like right in the middle. Closer to the side. This is we're not center of attention.
Yeah.
Because we're new. So just clarifying.
No, I appreciate it. So we have none. We have a gang after us.
That we know of.
Like we know of. We might have more.
We're missing a leg.
Hmm. Hmm.
And we came here to get supplies, you said? Maybe some information?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. This place is like out in the middle of nowhere and they just have like these fancy pipes, you know. That's pretty neat, huh?
That is. I'll whistle, but not actually. Can I go for Missy to come back?
She'll flutter down onto your shoulder.
See if you can get in those pipes and see where they go.
She'll you see her take off out the door and seems to be looking for a way to enter into them.
You seem to have the most knowledge about this area. What do you think the pipes are?
Would I have an inkling of what it is? I mean,
Either make a history or an investigation or just a normal straight intelligence roll. Actually, this depends on what you're
I'll do history because I feel like that is the most relevant.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a 16.
You've seen pipes. You've seen pipes, and it's not uncommon, but usually it's for closer to where like manufactured forums are at.
Yeah.
Things like that where they are producing goods.
Producing things and
You haven't been in Sojourn in a while, and you didn't stay a ton of time in Zolozwa, but it doesn't seem like anyone around you seems to give them any mind.
I think that they are pretty normal, to be honest. In Sojourn, they're in the big cities. They had these a lot, kind of in the buildings and around. It's just all over the place, you know. But it's just as striking me odd that it is in this little town. But no one else seems bothered by it, so I'm sure it's fine. It's probably to bring like heat or something to the building. Who knows?
Heat? In this heat?
Maybe cold. I mean, feel that it is very nice in here. It's not too cold, not too hot, you know.
That's true.
The bartender will walk over. All right. Looks like you guys are fresh off the drive. Is there anything that I can get any of you?
Food. What do you got?
Food?
Yeah.
Anything with beans, bacon, or lard sound hit your fancy?
That reminds me of home. Yes, please, all of it.
Perfect. 4 major food groups. Beans, bacon,
You know,
beef, and lard.
My grandma used to tell me that without the 4 fundamental food groups, you can't get anywhere in this world. So
Take some beans and bacon. And a cup of whatever light booze you got.
Light booze? Most of our booze are dark.
Never mind. Just get me some.
Perfect.
we're also, I think, looking for information.
You guys hunt those Bluto brothers?
What?
So who?
The who? What? Who are those?
Came rolling through town year back. Haven't seen them. We've sent a couple people their way. Last time we heard them, they were heading up towards the mountain. Haven't seen them since.
No, but maybe you can tell us a little bit about this town.
This town? Town big enough for the 2 of us. Really is. I'm just teasing. This is a little town's called Feather Peak. It's named after the plume from the big old volcano not too far away from here.
It seems a little, I don't know, empty.
Nah, You could say that it was started off as a mining joint about 2 decades or so back, and really hit good. But then, said the mines had some issues. If you listen to the rumors, people started going missing. And then, ever since then, it kind of just started slowly trickling away. It didn't help that the railroad just circumvented us, and then we're keeping together. The few things the mine does produce is shipped by buggy and carriage. The closest train port, but it's not an easy life, that's for sure. We have some homesteaders as well around, but it wasn't like it was about 10 years ago when it was in its heyday. You guys looking for property? I'm also a real estate agent.
Well, her dad has lots of money, I've been told. So maybe he's looking for some financial. Can I say that?
How am I supposed to tell people my father's a bunch of money?
It's okay. My daddy had a bunch of money too when I was growing up. They spent it all trying to own this mine. Now I own a lot of land. No one wants to buy it. But does your dad want to buy it?
Farming, trade, or mining?
It's got some mining.
There were
If you-
issues, right? People going missing. Is that
To
it?
me, that sounds like a business opportunity in the waiting.
I'd like to hear more about what you're thinking.
Well, I've always been told that land is like the most important asset anyone could own. It just keeps going up in value. I've never owned any of it myself, but
Sorry. Would you like to buy some land?
I don't know. I'm more of a.
Trust me, you could buy it for pennies on the acre out here right now.
How much would you set up for?
The case buying property in Disney.
So what you up and down? Get you 100 acres for 50 gold.
I'll do that.
Oh no! This is my deal, Alliance. This is my deal.
Well, I want land.
She's talking to me. You have to wait until we're done.
We'll be able to get this notarized in the morning, and I can get you your parcel description right off the bat.
I think that.
Any improvements on the land you get to keep. If someone's built a house out there, it's yours.
All right.
Even if they're still in it, kick them out. I don't care.
How much land do you have to sell?
Let's think here. I own all the western half of the mountain, plus some down by the creek, the dry creek. Sorry, there's not a lot of water. The only water in the area, should warn you, comes from our little oasis here in the middle of town. So you might have to be figuring out a good way of water production. But we have some well permits we could sell you. I probably have roughly around 20,000 acres.
20,000 acres. How much would you sell the whole thing for?
The whole
Not that
thing?
I could afford that because that sounds too much, but on the penny, maybe.
Let me do some quick math in my head. Put me on the spot here. I wasn't expecting some reasonable business people to come into my humble establishment tonight.
They said 100 acres is 50 gold.
Yep.
So then
So
20,000 acres.
20,000 divided by that'd be 200 times 50.
2,000 gold.
10,000 gold for all the land.
10,000 gold for the entire thing.
All right, I'll tell you what. I really like the idea of Red, landowner. It has a nice ring to it, Tell you what. Let's play a game. How's that?
He
Not
cheats.
really good.
I don't
Don't
cheat.
make it. He cheats.
I'll tell you what. He wants to play a game for it. I'll give you 100 gold for your property on the mountain. And do you have any property somewhere here in town?
Yeah, I could for 100 gold, I could sell you a small lot in town. It probably even had. I can get you one with a small house with it, and then I can sell you some property up on land. Are you planning on getting some prospecting in while you're in town?
You said you owned a mine?
I have some mining permits. I do own a couple of mines out there. Most of them are abandoned at the time.
What were you mining?
With one that
I will buy a mine as well. I think that I will do that. Yes.
okay. What were you saying, ma'am?
What were you mining?
Oh, I wasn't mining. The workers were mining.
I guess what were they mining out of the mountain?
Well, all sorts of things. You're looking for tin, copper, iron, zinc, uranium, anything that we can get our hands on out here. That mountain, with it being an active volcano, it churns up a lot of stuff, and that rock stays nice and warm, and it seems to be able to be pretty rich in minerals.
Okay.
And even say that they found a good chunk of veins of gold, and yeah, are able to find the right spot. Not too shabby.
You said how much was 100 acres?
100 acres was 50 gold.
50
I will
gold.
have to add about, let's see here. I'll add about 20 gold if you want an established mine with the permits and everything for your property.
So could I do then 200 acres with both having established mines and then some property here in town?
That would probably in total run you about 200 gold.
I have 200 gold. I would love to purchase that.
Perfect. Let me go grab my.
Wait! I have more too.
No, this are you married?
No.
Yeah, no.
Hey,
I could be like her father, but no.
I would not blame you one bit, sister. And you see, an old man. You didn't see him when you walked in, but he's this really shriveled up, like dwarf behind the bar. He's like, "Good job, babe." And he's like super slowly wiping out the. Hey, sometimes it happens.
Sometimes you
He
need
was a looker back in his day, though.
Look, I want some of your best property as well as some mines as well. You know?
You want some of my best property?
Yes.
That will add a 20 gold fee on top of it. I do save the best for premium customers.
Premium customers. Well, you seem like you are really trying to get rid of this land. So how much do you think that would cost?
How much are you looking for?
Like 300 acres or something.
300 acres?
With some mines, with some nice stuff.
With some mines on it? You're looking at... Do you want any property in town?
Yeah, if I could get one next to Elias' property, that would be pretty sweet.
Sure, you two just don't want...
Yes, I'm 100% sure.
No. But this is more of...
I have a couple's discount.
I'm okay.
No, it's okay.
No worries, I just have to tease. It helps me get through it. So you want some property in town. You want my most premium spot on the mountain.
Yes.
I can give you where the main mining operation would be, as well as some property in town. 300 acres. But it's going to cost you.
How much will it cost me?
It's going to cost you about 400 gold.
400 gold. Can you do 375? Because 400 seems quite expensive considering there is no direct path coming here with the train and stuff.
you asked for my most premium property. I could reduce the amount of property that you're buying. If you only want to buy, say 250, I could drop it below your price range.
Use your
But I only sell it by 50-acre lots.
50 acres. Okay.
50-acre parcels, I should say.
And I love that they just haven't seen any of this land.
All right.
They don't know about water
It's
rights. They don't know about
Yes, you water rights are included
The
in the
HOAs are
premium.
oh, you want some well rights for your
Yes, is that not the premium? Does that not include
That
premium?
does not include premium. I'm sorry.
This kind of seems like a scam.
It's not a scam. This is land you're buying. I have the deeds right here.
Who just mentioned? I didn't say that.
So what does premium property include if it does not include the well rights?
You're buying the mine that was the most successful and lucrative back in the day.
So I get the mine, I get some land here in town. Is there land outside of town as well?
Yeah, you're buying 300
Yeah.
acres on the mountain.
All right, with water shares as well.
With water shares, you could do 250. With a few water shares, we can hit your 375 gold limit. But it's only 250 acres.
All right, you bring it up to 300, and I can scrounge up 400.
Okay. I'll bring it up there. You have to buy me a drink though.
Deal.
Perfect.
That's business, baby.
Let me go get those documents ready. She bustles back into a back room.
I like it. This is so cool. We're now landowners.
I know, and the best part is I look to see if she or the lady who just sold us this land is listening. I plan on talking to Jack from Jack of All Trades.
Jack Trades?
Yeah, because he told me, he's like, if you ever want to get into business together, let me know. And so now that I own land and a mine, a couple of 2 mines, you never know.
And maybe we go into business again. Look, hear me out. I've had this idea for a while, but when I was like playing on stages and stuff, I always used to go to like these populated cities and whatnot, but none of them were like in this cool isolated place, I think we could make almost like this large casino area with large towers and things like this just out in the middle of desert, and we could call it
Like Las Vegas.
Vegas.
Base Lagus.
We'll have to come back and I think purchase more, but I like this. I honestly think we could turn this place into something.
See, with their 2 mines and with my age, I've been around
3
for a
mines?
while.
You guys bought 3 mines.
Oh,
You got mine.
I see what you did there.
That was funny.
this will be excellent. Plus, now I can tell people, I can add it to whenever I talk to people. Say, "Hi, I'm Red. I'm a landowner." It just rolls
His
off.
business card says
It just rolls off the tongue.
landowner.
Oh, we can find a lake.
Honestly, when you guys do business, I'm gonna go find my own land.
I think we handled that quite well, actually.
I'll have to get some water rights when she comes back. I'll probably should get. I thought that was included with the price, but since it wasn't, when she comes back, I'll get a couple of water rights too.
Now, I don't see you with land.
It's literally an active volcano, you guys. At any moment, your entire bundle of land could be reduced to ashes, and
That's okay. Then it just makes the land fertile for farming.
Sound investment
Have you
advice from a buddy that we nicknamed Killer.
have you ever heard of holistic hospitality?
no.
It's where people go into like jungles and things. It's an immersive experience. People would go crazy to live next to a volcano, I think.
Yeah, literally crazy. Have you been to Brimstone Steaks?
Okay, you know what, Red, you can't. I'm gonna share my. You gotta promise you're not gonna steal my idea, okay?
Well, then don't tell him. He's a cheater.
I know.
He'll take everything
No,
from you.
we can do this together, Alia. We've been working together now for what? Several weeks.
Fair. So what I'm thinking is maybe since you're okay. How about this? Is I'll use one of my minds to try and produce ore and kind of stuff like that. My other mind, what I'll do is we'll turn it into like a hot springs kind of getaway.
Yes, that is so smart. You know,
Don't
women
listen,
always
creepy
complain
stuff.
about their muscles aching and things like that. They'll go crazy to come to like a fancy spa where they can,
Exactly.
relax.
And we have Adelaide is going to know everything to know about spas and nice spas.
Well, Adelaide, you could, design this place, make it look fancy.
She better get some royalties, though.
Well, yes, of course she would get some royalties. Yes.
Bad businessmen. Do it.
Alcohol, please.
The old guy walks over, and he
He's the only person that ordered food.
No, I ordered bacon, beans,
and he'll also shakily put down your beans, and then
my bacon, beans, and
bacon,
lard.
beans, and lard. Yours, we held the lard.
Thanks.
I do believe that.
No, she's
See,
Oh, you guys would.
It's important to view investment.
the only thing is, I don't think Adelaide needs more money. I would offer her free use of the spa.
I do love boss.
All right. Well, I have these, and she comes with like a bundle of stuff right here, and she lays it out, and you can see what looks to be kind of a plot map of the entire valley with kind of a centralized view of the.
He's now got to draw us or give us freaking the land we own.
Also, before she would have came up, you guys would have noticed while he's pulling that up. You guys would have noticed that Red, to pull out the money and to count it, he would have pulled out a big old sack, just gold, and he would have counted the money and then snapped his fingers and they disappear again. So
Mac is taking his beans in his ale and he's moving to another table.
All
No, he's going over to the bar. He's going over to the bar.
All right, come here.
But you can't. David can't see.
I'll show David here in a second. All right, so we'll have your property extend from here, from the
Thought it was
twisted thickets of skittering slitters, all the way up to about halfway up the mountain. How do you feel about that?
Well, this has some river property. Is that included
It's
in?
dried up, but yes, it is in the. If we ever get a rainy season again, it'll be filled up.
It'll be filled up. Now, what is in the twisted thickets? That sounds like that's a lot of work to clear that out and to get that.
Oh no, that's just like your property goes up to the edge of it, so you don't have to worry about that.
Yes.
And exactly when are they going to have time to do all this? Honestly. Yeah, we're
Yes.
visual.
I see.
I know.
What is that over there?
Oh, that I don't think you want that. That's the old fort. They're doing some weapon testings out there, and they say if you go over there, you'll turn green and never be the same.
Who doing weapon testing?
Oh, the government.
We're playing D&D.
What is the
Area 51.
what's the term for
Radiation.
the
Oh, the Sultan.
no
Yes, the Sultan and
the cults that be
the mechanists.
no it had the open hands or the
The Order of.
Commonwealth or something like that we called it the code.
Nope.
Why? What was that?
Now, do you own this land as well?
I don't touch that land.
You don't
that's
touch
not
that
mine.
land. All right.
I won't touch
The
that.
Great Swamp. You're not giving us the swamp, right? That doesn't sound like good piece of land.
It's not the worst, but it's part of it.
Yes. And now, what is this one over here?
I don't know. Well, I got these maps from from my daddy who had owned the land
The
before.
greater good.
The greater good.
Mechanist.
Yeah,
that was who first established the town in that fort out there. They say it's not a good place to go, though. So if I were you, I'd probably stick clear. If you stick on this side to town, that's why I said we're going to give you the east side of the town. I probably said west. I mixed up. You're going to keep on the east. It's a lot safer.
Yes.
Between the thicket and there, it's perfect.
Yes.
Beautiful land.
All right. Excellent. And you have the papers, right?
Yep. Ma'am, this is. Let me show you right
Will
here.
you just screenshot that and send that in the Discord so
Yeah.
everyone can look at that?
Sure.
You know, I think this was excellent. We've learned some things about this area, you know?
Oh, don't you try and spin it. We know what you're doing. Thanks to the call for the bar.
No, Mac, come over here and look at this. I think that it is a really good option. Just maybe come look. The rest of you, Adelaide, Opal.
I'm not following you, dude. I don't know what we're doing and what's going on.
Well, I am buying land.
What we're doing.
Well, I need to know about the land, you know?
Why?
Because it is, you know, I've never been a landowner.
Obviously.
My parents owned a little farm when growing up. I thought that it was the coolest thing growing up. So, like, it'd be pretty sweet to have a little piece of land here, you know?
All right,
50
you
acres.
two. Here's your documents. Sign here, here, here. Initial here. Sign here. Put your date of birth here. Social security number here.
No. Hold up. We're not getting tricky. I need to read that.
All right. And she'll extend it the rest of the way, and it's like falls off the table and goes a little bit on the floor. Be my guest.
Don't worry, Elia. I will make sure that we are not getting sneaked. And I will proceed to read
The
fine
clause
contract.
to be determined by.
Anyways, ma'am, do you have any rooms to stay in?
Yeah, we have some rooms.
But we're freshly rested, aren't we?
They're reading that thing. We gonna need a place to sit down.
Well, while I read this, do you know of a place where our little friend here would get a leg?
Oh yeah. Head 2 streets down. It's Mac's shop. Right. Going down. Be able to get your special lake situated out. That sucks. That happened while you guys were traveling.
Yeah. Train wreck.
Oh, that's nasty. We haven't heard anything of that.
Recent.
Now, Elia.
I thought they built those things tougher than
Not
that.
Elia.
You know, it just sometimes they just break. You know?
You guys look really good for going through a train wreck, to be honest, though. You guys are doing great.
No,
I broke a
Adelaide.
bunch of it. I saved them all.
I can tell.
It'll probably take me like 30 minutes or so to read all the way through this.
Great.
Maybe
I'll
a
go get a
little
new
bit.
leg and I'll go kill some.
Adelaide, you spent some time in the law, didn't you?
Yes.
Do you want to maybe help me look through this and make sure I'm not missing anything?
How thick is the stack?
It looks a little thick.
Yes, sure. More alcohol, please.
Yes, ma'am.
I will. But I'm not an author. I think I studied more like
It's okay.
not like contract law. It was more like law as far as like workers' rights and trade and making the
High level.
justice system.
I love
It's okay.
law.
I was in
It's
the
like
music-
minute detail law.
I was in the music industry. I know
But I
your
think really
contracts.
reading score, so I think she's just gonna look through it.
Well,
She's not.
Elia's gonna sign.
Okay. Do you hand over your gold?
Yes, Elia would also ask for some water rights.
Oh yes. And if I remember correctly, we were charging you 300 or two.
No, I only got I think mine was 200 acres. with some property here in town as well.
Some mines. Yeah, so we'll raise it up to 220 for
Okay.
Samara.
Perfect.
Well, they split up. I don't know who split. It seems like Elia just signed. So Elia, do you want to go with Mac and Opal, and we'll stay here and verify everything with the contract?
Are you going?
Sure. Also, real quick, is there a house on the property I just bought?
The one in town, yes. I'm not sure of the one up on the mountain. There could be some prospecting shacks up there.
Well, that's fine. Let's go get Mac a leg, and then I would love to go check out my house.
Did I also got town?
Not yet. You haven't signed.
Well, not yet, but yes. I'm just reviewing that. So.
Right next to each other. You can be neighbors. Sweet. All right. 2 streets down. Elia, Opal, and Mac go to Mac's shack, or whatever I call that. I can't remember. Mac's shack. To see if you guys can procure Mac a leg for Mac.
I'm assuming this is not a healed leg. This is a mechanical leg.
Maybe he might be giving out real legs in his shack. There's only one way to find out. Either way, you're intrigued.
Okay. We go in.
Yeah.
Mac goes, and I can't speak for anyone else.
As you try the door, it's locked. It's a little. It looks like the lights are. There's like one light that's kind of dim in the back.
I'm gonna knock loudly.
Boom, 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 boom. What? What is it? What do you want?
I'm told I could get a leg here.
People need legs. It's 7 o'clock at night.
I know, it's an emergency.
That's what they always say. Don't worry, I'm coming. I'm coming. Here's some jingling behind the door. It's like creaking up just a little bit with one eye. The eye seems to have some very thick glasses. Like these are like Coke bottle bottom glasses. The eyes look like disproportionately large on the face underneath, though it's kind of marked and shadowed. It says, "Let's see the leg."
I'm gonna hold up his rickety, scrounged wooden leg.
Yeah, that doesn't look too good. That doesn't look too good at all.
This is what it's supposed to look like.
Ooh. All right, you're one of those ones. Okay. They always keep it. Why do they always keep it? All right. Give me 1 second. He'll undo the rest of the locks. All right, and you see before you what looks to be a tiefling with kind of palish, whitish, almost purplish skin, kind of like a lavender color. His horns kind of come out and almost like spikes out of the front of his forehead with a slight curve to him, but not like your typical demon bull ram horns. He looks through his really thick glasses at you. Glad to make your acquaintance. My name's Mac. Now, as you walk into my shop, I ask you kindly to make every step the same way I did because I don't want you to lose another leg. Will you promise me that you will do?
Sounds like fun.
Okay, here's some consent waivers. I am not legally obligated to cover any damages to yourself from being inside of my premises.
You guys want to wait out here?
Yes.
Right.
I'm just gonna sign.
All right, now be real careful on that peg leg. That's how they always get them. All right, follow me.
Okay.
1 step, 2 hops, turn around, down, and up. All right. We just walked like
3 steps to another door. Opens it up. Did you get that?
Yep.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do it.
1 step. 2 around. Down. Up. You're able to enter in. You find yourself, and those that are standing outside of the Alia and Opal, you guys can kind of see in from the porch. Well, looks to be a large mechanical shop. Those same pipes that are up above in the saloon are also visible in this house as well. Though you do notice that one of them comes down and is hooked up to some machinery at the back of the room, from what you can tell. He grabs what looks to be something connected to it and tinks it and says, "All right, first things first, we need to get some measurements." And he pulls out a really big claw thing. Can I see that foot that you kept?
Okay.
Measuring it. No, don't worry. I'm not touching it. All right. Okay. All right. Now, biggest question is, what's your budget? And how long do I have?
I'm gonna yell back to the house. How long do you think it'll take them to read the contracts?
He said 30 minutes, but I'd give him an additional 30 minutes.
You want me to build you a foot in 30 minutes?
No, I
Dang!
was just trying to gauge whether we were gonna have to stay here for a whole nother day before we head out into the desert again. You know what? I'll give you a day. How's that?
Perfect. I can do a day.
Okay.
What's your budget, though? I need to know, is this A+ work, or are we going for C's here?
How much does an A+ cost?
You don't want to know that.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, fine. Sorry. 10,000 gold.
He wastes his options on asking.
Is that some kind of
somebody?
some kind of like what is that called?
It's just like a
Alchemist? What is that called? Full Metal Alchemist arm that's like
yeah, fully functional. You even like can like have basic like feeling in it again and stuff like that.
Turn into a gun, maybe.
The automatic has a sword built inside of it. C though, if we're going for C work, it's going to cost you about 500 gold. If you want F work, but you can still walk on and be a little more comfortable with what you're wearing right now, we'd be doing about 150 gold. The biggest problem is your time crunch.
Yeah.
You gave me 2 weeks. I can make something really nice, but a night sounds like you only got like a night.
Yeah.
I gotta be working all night, and I get overtime at that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mac's gonna call back to the house. Can I borrow some gold?
How much?
You said 500?
Yeah, for average leg, I can get you for 500 gold.
I don't even have 500 on me. I think I have like
I got 130 gold pieces.
You saw Red's big old sack
You're not there though.
of gold. No, but I mean, you can always just.
Fine.
Yeah?
Right.
Okay. I got 500.
Let's see it. I don't start until I get paid.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my 370 that I have.
Okay.
And I'm gonna head back, do all the steps in reverse, get outside the house, collect 130 from my friend Opal, and come back and that to him. So I currently have absolutely no gold. But I need a foot.
Pulls one out, puts it into like a little machine, has some drippers on it. Star Trek?
Yeah. Next gen?
Yep. He looks at it and is like, all right. Think we have ourselves a deal.
All right, sign here. Non-disclosure agreement. No refunds and 2-week warranty.
Okay.
Should we go into it?
It also includes a fitting check in 1 year. If you've grown out of it, I can adjust it a little bit.
Okay. I'm going to skim
Okay.
what it says. I don't know.
Sign here. Initial here.
Skimming
Sign here.
what things say.
Put your date of birth here. Your social security number here.
I'm gonna skip the social security number. Sign everything else.
He looks at it and is like, missed something. Just social security number is a joke, anyways.
Yeah.
I don't believe in social security.
Why do I have a mask of many faces? What does that even do? Anyways.
That's a disguised self.
Okay. What? Anyways. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. I'll get cracking on this. Now here's kind of an awkward question.
Yeah.
What color do you want?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, can you make it look like it's a bloody, gnarly, nasty? Like
I was gonna say, can I get it like white with bloody patches on it?
Like
Looks
real
something real
blood?
gross though. It doesn't have to be real blood.
Okay.
It'd be cool if it was, but you know.
I'll do my best. Ah, shucks, we're straight out of red. We might be. I'm just teasing out. Figure something out.
Good.
Okay, get out. Be back here in approximately 12 hours, and I think we'll be able to get your leg sorted out.
Great. Better come through. And he'll smile and he'll leave.
He shuts the door, locks it all up again.
Many pieces. I'm trying to find something that I could trade with him to, get better things, but I don't have. I'm not Venny. I don't have stuff to trade.
All right.
Anything special in the contract, or just
Make an investigation check with advantage because.
Because drunk Adelaide is up.
Yeah. It's helping.
could I have? Well, I was gonna say, could I have an Adelaide roll it, but
She's inebriated. It's just a straight roll.
She's sipping. She's sipping.
Sipping. Yeah.
what am I adding to this?
This is an investigation check.
13.
You don't notice anything in it. Seems like it's just a typical land acquisition.
Okay. Then I will sign it.
Okay. Sign it, initial it,
Initially,
all that jazz.
my social security, because
It's out there anyway.
I don't think Wyatt has a social security.
I'm not even
So-
from this place. We don't believe in those.
Anywho,
No,
you are both landowners.
to add that to my inventory.
The deed to your property in remote Zabobzwa.
Colors repeat.
All I know
Landmark.
is
What's the mountain
That-
called?
the lighthouse or the vigils have been looking to get a portal out here. So
That's true.
Mm-hmm. So the mountain itself is called White Plume Mountain, but the town is Feathers Peak.
Mm.
So are we gonna go see your house now?
I would love to.
Okay.
Mine's right next to his, so
You guys walk down the promenade towards that old clock church, the center of town.
swap the deed out for one of the items in my glove, so it's
It's there.
there.
You can show off quickly that you are a landowner.
And then yeah.
Hey everybody, I just want to introduce myself. My name's Red, and I'm a landowner.
Also, hey, you guys find yourself in front of two quaint cottage-like structures made out of adobe with these brass toppers on them, like roofs, almost kind of similar to what's the kind of think about like the buildings on Tatooine in Star Wars, instead of like the tops being like made out of
Stucco or something.
stucco, it's like kind of like a brass top with like this adobe outside, with like old cedar posts kind of sticking out, kind of supporting some of the walls and stuff like that. You can see what looks to be some piping that runs out of the ground in the back and up onto the top, kind of into this brass part at the top. The house walls, or the windows and the doors, seem to be boarded closed. Do any of you have anything to get nails out? Hammer, crowbar.
I have a crowbar and a hammer.
Well, there you go.
Perfect.
Crazy.
I don't have any of those.
Alia, you would be able to get your house open fairly quick. It's pretty simple. It looks like it's about 3-room, 1-bath abode. It looks
Okay.
like it has some sort of indoor plumbing, which is kind of a big deal. Like,
Heck yeah.
the only thing that you really know of that has like serious indoor plumbing is over in, at home in Oshto at the lighthouse. They have some indoor plumbing, but
Well,
it's not really super common unless you're in like a really ritzy area.
This place used to be like, I guess, super fancy, super like.
You see what that piping runs to the center of the building, kind of like a central column inside. There looks to be certain things that you maybe could connect to it, but you don't see anything that could connect to it from here. It's a little bit drafty. There's no furniture, and there's a good amount of cobwebs, but it's yours.
Heck yeah. All right.
Alia, can I borrow that crowbar so I can open up mine?
Yeah, sure.
You do also, just so you know, this is for both of the houses, you do find some boxes in the back that might have some items that were owned by the previous owner of the house that were just left when they...
Oh, sick, dude.
Elia's gonna go look through her boxes.
I'll go look through my boxes.
All right, what's everyone else doing during this time? Did you guys come to check out their newest home?
Our new homes.
It's been a little while since. Sorry, I interrupted you.
That was it.
Nah, because spilled some blood. So he's gonna find some old rats or old creatures, and he's gonna.
Do you want to do some pest hunting?
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to do some pest hunting at their new houses to see if you can find anything that's been in here? You should
Spin it.
pest control for a new property that's been
It's
vacant
just
for a
like,
while.
the bloody leg that he's gonna get, and it's exciting him a little bit. He needs an outlet.
Right.
Sorry.
Also, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Opal and Adelaide, would you guys like to do anything?
You gotta start designing our homes.
I'm still a little bit nervous about people finding us.
She's the only one thinking straight.
So I don't think I'm thinking design right now. I think I'm
Anxious.
looking for danger. I'm kind of on edge. I'm kind of like,
Make a perception check to see if you just see anything. And Opal, would you like to do anything?
Opal would like to take a nap.
As this is going on, Opal, Misty returns. She wasn't able to find any way to get into the pipes, but it seemed like all the pipes were leading underground. I don't think she can really speak to you, but she kind of pantomimes that and like gestures towards the ground.
oh my gosh.
All right. What was your investigation check, right?
For what?
For looking through your box?
Oh, I didn't. You didn't tell us to do that.
I think I did.
You told me to make an investigation.
Only her.
I thought I told to Alia to make an investigation check.
I got an unnatural 20.
Wait.
See, I said it. An unnatural 20.
Yep.
So it seems like you have enough here to furnish the house for the most part.
Okay.
Like you have a table, you have what looks to be a bed with an old mattress on it. Seems like the bed needs to be, the ropes underneath to be kind of stretched a little bit. Looks like you have a china cabinet, though most of the china is missing. There's a few pieces there. And what looks to be one or two rugs and some nice ground floor pillows for sitting. Lounging.
Okay. Oh,
10. You find what looks to be a wooden desk, one throw like floor pillow that looks a little bit musty, and probably what's a hookah.
Nice. I'll pop Wayne out. I'll say, "What do you think?"
He goes,
This is pretty cool, huh? This is our own little spot. We'll probably never come back, but maybe, because I have some business ideas I've been keeping in here. You know those late night talks that we've had?
"Oh,
Yeah. They'll make us quite a lot of money, I think. Yeah. Well, so how long is it going to take for you to get your leg?
I'm in Elias' house. Sorry.
you turn around and no one follows you over to your house."
Oh, well, it's alright. It's alright. We'll go over to Elias' house. It's okay. I'll come back over to Elias' house. So how long is it going to take you to get your leg back, huh?
12 hours.
So we just gotta wait here for 12 hours now? In this this
I got
village?
4 on my investigation check. by the way.
Investigation check. You didn't find any rodents or anything in these houses. They seem pretty clean.
Was that both houses or just Elias' house?
Was probably just Elias' house.
Check his.
Yeah, you can definitely go check his.
Make another check.
Make another check.
Bardic Inspiration.
You can definitely do it.
You rolled a 1, didn't you?
Okay. That's an 8.
Takes you a while. You find a half-starved rat. Not very juicy. Mm.
I mean, you're not gonna kill it, right? But it's empty now.
So, did anyone notice something strange about that, land plot that she showed us?
You were making the deal.
Well, no, not the land itself, but the plot, the map, you know?
I didn't look at the map. What'd you see?
Oh, well, I didn't notice it at first, but now that I think back on it, there was weird markings in the top left corner of it. It said something like beyond to the lair of Dracula, an undead dragon.
Wait, just gonna be like, ugh. Can I stab it? Can I kill it?
Well, if it is undead, then maybe.
Can we go?
But I don't know if that is
Like,
here or if that's further past more mountains. I didn't really ask. I wasn't thinking about it, you know?
Mac has found some open space in one of the houses, and he's closing his eyes, and he is making. Well, no, he's
You're doing
practicing killing motions.
You're doing a kata.
So it's violent stabbing motions. He's imagining killing things. That's all he's got right now.
Yeah.
He's laughing maniacally.
It's his form of mindfulness.
Anyways, it's just like
Well, this was pretty cool, I think. I'm happy to be your neighbor.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I think honestly we can make some money out of this.
Yes, I think that we can as well. I think that these people just don't have the right mindset. You know, you gotta have that entrepreneur spirit.
You a bro?
Or is he just crazy?
Who knows? Maybe he just goes off on a whim.
All right.
Would you? This is the White Plume Mountain. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the mountain itself is the White Plume Mountain, but
We're in town.
the town that you guys have gotten property in is called Feathers Peak, and you guys own a good portion of the eastern bench of that volcano.
Sick.
So like near like the river.
What's the of Skittering Slitters is close to you guys. You're between that and the mountain.
Sweet.
Some Riverland too.
I will say, I think this is awesome, like, mainly because I know that the vigils would need they want an outpost over in this area because they don't have one. And so, if this can turn into a vigils outpost, I think it would attract other people, you know. But
You're thinking the right way. I didn't even consider that.
so I think this is going honestly to be amazing.
Yes, I do think so. We should see what this town has to offer. We already saw the saloon. It could use some work, I think. You know, if this is going to take off. But the clock tower at the church, whatever that is, maybe we go check that out. You know.
I would be okay with that.
Okay. Well, we'll do that after we come back from break.
Very good.
Stab somebody?
Maybe not. I don't know. It depends on if you want to stab someone.
We're just waiting for the leg, honestly. That's all we're doing.
Knows how to hold back.
Go ahead. The break.
All right, we'll be back.
All right. So, you guys can look around town. If you also want to just wait out and wait for the lake to be done, you can just do that too.
Maybe can we wait it out? I don't know how others feel about this, but maybe we wait it out until it's like 30 minutes before, and then we go check out the tower and then go get the lake.
That's more than fun. You guys can just. You've been traveling a lot lately, and so being able to actually like sit down somewhere and rest a little bit might not be a bad thing.
Yeah, Elias probably cleaning up all of like the furniture.
Putting up like little picture frames and something like kind of little cutesy.
Pretty much just like all of like the little like trinkets she has.
It'll be daylight. And it'll be hot.
What was that?
In 12 hours, it'll be hot again.
Is it a little
Yeah.
more cool where we're at than where we've been? Or no, it's the same.
Pretty much the same. Inside though, not in your guys' houses. They seem to whatever is making it cold in some of the other houses. You guys isn't seeming to do that.
Can I try to figure out why?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
What is all right?
Oh, it was so close to a nat 20. No,
I got a nat 20.
it's a 12.
A 12.
I got a nat 20.
You're kind of like scratching your head, looking at this column in the middle. You figured out right off the bat there's a thermostat on the column that just got turned down. The AC had been turned to off. You just have to turn that on.
All right. Elias does that.
You figure it out.
Eventually.
Spending a little longer than you'd like to admit figuring that out.
I'll fix my one little table. I'll take a short rest so I can get my one Bardic Inspiration die back.
You do realize what you have in your house, right?
Just a one desk, right?
One desk, a musty throw pillow, and a hookah. Used. You know what that is, right?
I know what a hookah is.
Okay, I'm just making sure. You're just not saying anything.
I want to say, yeah, Elias is all cutesy and all has like all of this cute stuff, all of, like these really nice throw pillows that were kept safe and are a little bit dusty.
You're like outside, like smacking them against the wall to get out the dust and stuff like that. Really, being your own homesteader, you thinking about getting chickens?
I mean, maybe. I mean, why?
Max gonna go over to Red's house again. There's probably lots of other vacant houses. We just wanted to be a little raid. You might be able to find more stuff. I'd be willing to help you.
No, but I don't steal things, you know?
That's no fun.
But
It's just
I know that you're looking for something fun to do. I have an idea.
not playing cards.
Well,
Not with a
hear me out. Hear me out. Not playing cards, but I have this special pack of cards that I don't know what it does. But when you pull a card, something happens. Could be good, could be bad. Who knows? I don't know. I bought it off of at a circus from some lady. I don't know if it works, but she said that they're very special cards. You could pull a few, maybe something will happen. Maybe you'll get to stab something. Who knows?
Am I allowed to ask him to make a persuasion check?
Um,
Mac is kind of on the fence here.
it's up. Like if you want
You
to
want
be
me to?
persuaded, you can.
I can roll. Do you want me to roll? Oh,
But
yeah.
it's also just it's up to you. Like, do you feel like this is something you're
that is.
But he just lost a leg.
It's a 39.
39! How do you plus
I
19?
got 19 plus 10. For persuasion.
You mean 29?
Did I say, oh,
You said 39.
29, my bad, not 39.
I was
You're right. Math is wrong.
That's
My math is wrong.
39. I'm like,
29.
Okay. I'll pull one if you pull one.
Oh, but I thought I. Where is that?
who's pulling first?
I don't know. Where's let me pull out my deck. You might want to look at it because we have pulled one card before, and I don't know if it goes back into the deck or if it stays
If
out.
it does or doesn't, it's in the. Is it in the Dungeon Master Guide? It's not.
No, it's not. It's a new one. I can tell you what it's called. Deck of Wonder. You'll have to look it up real quick.
There's a deck of many things.
It's not Deck of Many Things.
No,
Not that
Stories
one.
about
It's not that one. It's like that from my understanding, but a little less.
Yeah.
On
I
the
have it up. I don't know if you already pulled.
We already
removed
pulled
that card.
one card, and I don't know if I removed it or not.
If you didn't, it's not a big deal.
Where are my cards?
I got it up to see.
I know that if you once I've pulled them all right, then it just disappears. It's just gone.
I see.
I have the deck of 22.
Yes.
Does it include any tens or no tens?
You do have to declare how many you're planning on drawing.
Does it include tens or is it just ace, jack, king, queen, two, jokers?
Just that.
No tens?
No
Or-
tens.
Tens, sorry. It has twos in it?
It does have twos.
But no tens. Okay.
The ace, king, queen, jack, two. Joker.
Do you want me to mark which ones have been pulled from now on?
I just don't put them back into the deck.
Into the deck. I can do that.
Keep them separate in the other cards.
So the way that this works is you have to say how many you're going to pull, and then it kind of just pulls it for you. Well, you pull it, but you pull it once at a time and something like that. So, do you want to pull first, or do you want me to?
I'm gonna let you pull first. You're
But
already.
you are going to pull if
I
I
am
pull.
gonna pull. I'm a man of my word. I don't cheat.
Right, here we go. Two of of
Clubs.
clubs.
The mystery card. All right. Do you want to come read this so that way everyone doesn't know what's going on?
Yes. Well, McKay's the one who drew it, yeah? But I'm the one who
I'm
reads it?
sure there's a reason he's asking you to read
Okay.
it. Not
Well,
me.
No. Was that your card?
That was my card.
Oh.
Yeah,
You
it was-
did.
I was
Oh, you want me
I thought
to
you
read
did.
through for her.
No, no.
No.
Will you do that for me?
Oh, interesting. It only counts as that?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So do it again.
Yep. So you watch as I pull one card. That was kind of weird. I don't really feel like any different, and then all of a sudden another card will just come out as well. Two of spades.
Did you even shuffle these?
I did shuffle these. You watched me shuffle these.
And one shuffle?
No, I gave it.
Did you?
I did this like 3 times.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I only saw it once, but I believe you.
Okay. What weapon proficiencies do you have, by the way?
None.
None?
Magic.
You don't even have any simple?
I mean, technically, I probably do, but I made it so that I didn't. I think I made it so that only my magic throwing cards work,
I
don't know.
What does it mean? What does it mean?
I didn't even know that song.
What does it mean? I mean, I know the bards have stuff. I just never took those. I gave them to me because I just never.
You're good.
There was a reason why I just didn't feel like.
You automatically, it's like in a blink of an eye, you don't even notice it. So the other card you pulled out is the knife card.
Oh.
All of a sudden, the gun that you had holstered appears in your hand.
Oh.
And it seems to be working now.
Wow.
The pistol is repaired. And it has a little bit of fine embellishment on the barrel along it. It seems like it has gotten a little bit of an upgrade, and it says resolute on the side of it.
Whoa. Wow, I didn't even know that they could do that. This is crazy. That's pretty nice, huh?
I don't even know what that thing is.
It is called a gun.
Uh-huh. And what does it do?
It shoots things.
Like a bow?
Yes, like a ball, but better. I don't have to know how to shoot a ball, or really even how to shoot this, but I can shoot this. Just point and shoot, you know?
What does it take? Arrows? Magic?
No magic. I'll show you, and I'll do the throw it out. See, it has these. I'll pop out the. Is it fully loaded?
It's fully loaded,
dude. That's sick. 6 rounds, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Is like the.
You don't have any other bullets, just so you know.
That's okay.
You didn't have.
I didn't have it.
anything else on
That's sick. I have to add that now. See, you have these little things. You go put it in, spin it again.
Are you? Let me see if that requires you to do it.
Oh, I don't know. Most magic weapons don't. If it's just a single +1,
It does not take it, but it is a +1 pistol.
Oh, sick. I don't know if I am proficient in guns, so
I don't think you are, but it was the only weapon you had.
that's okay. That's sick. Yeah, actual weapon, because my cards, I don't know if I'd count those as weapons. Sick. I like that. I'll show you the next time that I need to. What it does. It's a little loud. Probably best not to do it here. Anyway, it is your turn to pull cards.
Okay.
You can pull any card.
Better be good. As a Joker.
Joker, does it have a TM on it? It's not.
Nope. Should I roll a d4?
Who knows? I don't know what.
Don't need this.
Okay.
I'll think of something to get you
Which one?
mischief. That or
I'll take the first one.
okay, I figured you would. It's probably a good choice. Is there something in particular that you've always wanted?
A leg.
You got a better one. You could get a leg.
Let's see. I don't know.
Magic great axe.
I don't know my
That's
magic.
mine.
I have a great sword. I already have a +1 great sword.
Have a better.
You can
Great
also
But
get.
it's specific on what.
Oh, it is.
Okay, let me.
Yeah, I don't know my magic items very well.
No, you're fine. I'll get you this up and this will make it a little easier. And I get the final say. I just want to make sure you didn't have anything that you're like.
I mean, there's nothing specific that I want. But
Not proficient in pistols. I don't add proficiency.
All right.
bonus.
We thinking armaments, implements, or relic. It's like a D4 or something like that.
could I get a really cool leg?
All right, we're going to do implement, common, and it's just going to be a random roll. What you get?
I think that's fair.
Like, what do you mean?
He's randomly rolling.
Yeah. So there's the new DMG has some quick guides for finding stuff.
Please give me a leg.
This is a bad roll. Let me restart because
It'd be really funny if you just got like go back to the guy and be like,
So I don't need that leg anymore.
Can I get a refund?
he'll say, no, you signed it in the contract. But then you could have 2 legs, so you have one just on the go, ready.
just in case you
Just in case you lose it
you
again.
never can have enough legs. Am I right?
The question is, does it differentiate left and right leg if it's an implement though?
I'm not sure about that.
Should I go sit back down now?
Yeah, you're good. Sorry.
All good.
So I imagine that item pops into her hand, or maybe you're just like nothing happened.
All right. The heck? That's common. Freak! I didn't read the right one.
Yeah, because I'm cooler than God.
Do I add for extra damage? I still add my dex even if I'm not proficient in something.
I have no idea.
Okay, do I just not add the proficiency? Maybe not.
Nice. You find in your hand what looks to be. Let's see if I can get to it so I can scrabble. Oh, come on, this thing takes so. I'm so close, I'm sorry.
It's okay. No worries.
All right, you find a small container that looks like a face that's kind of animated, and he looks like he's doing like this. It looks like his nose might be able to pop up.
What is that?
I don't know. I'm gonna pop off the nose.
Okay.
Or maybe I should. No, he's popping off the nose.
You see what looks to be some sort of kind of almost ruby-esque powder on the inside.
Do you know what this is? I'm gonna show it to him. Show it to Red, I mean.
I don't think I've ever seen it. Have I ever seen any of this before? No. I'm at a loss.
So it is a magic guy.
Mhm.
Wow. Can I just Hail Mary, make an Arcana check, and just see if I know anything about that?
Oh, dude, revolvers are different. That's sick.
Say that again?
Can I just make an Arcana check? It's a +0.
Sure, you can.
Okay. Kind of see, and if not, I will
And you just
do other things.
you'll just play with it.
There we go. Oh, that's a 13.
13? It seems to be magic. Looks shiny. But you can't really determine what it's probably the powder inside that's magic. So whatever that powder does.
I'm going to tentatively put a little bit on my finger and give a little sniff, and then
As soon as you sniff, I need you to make a constitution saving throw.
I knew that was going to happen. This is the tiniest little bit. Roll the ones.
Roll one. Alright, you fail and you start sneezing uncontrollably. As soon as you sneeze, you blow some of that powder on your finger. I need you to make a constitution saving.
Let's go sneezing or
16.
Of sneezing and choking.
Oh, and choking.
Sneezing.
16.
16. You pack fairly. You cap that thing. Start rolling until you succeed.
I'll move right down.
Interesting.
Currently, you are suffocating.
Oh my gosh.
Sneeze. Okay.
That's sick.
Alrighty. Here we go. It's Constitution
Yeah. What's your Constitution
saving
What?
throw.
plus? Because you technically are suffocating, so you can't breathe right now.
Just my Constitution. It's
Yeah.
a 3.
3. All right. You have 3 rounds to succeed, or else you will pass out.
Okay. And it's a saving throw, right?
Yep.
Like it
Constitution.
Yeah. 15?
15 meets it, beats it. You are, and you get it out, and you're just sneezing, and you're like,
That's some fancy cayenne pepper or something.
Ugh. Oh my goodness.
Do you want to pull another one?
No.
good job. You have some dust of sneezing and choking.
Does that have like a
Amount.
a
Usage.
quantity tied to it?
Up to the DM's discretion.
It didn't do this because you only got like a tiny finger prick of it, but if you were going to use it in its full thing,
Yeah.
There's one use of it. You can toss it, and it's a 30-foot emanation from where it lands.
Okay.
Everyone in there gets this effect.
Cool.
Okay.
But it's only one use item.
Right.
And yeah.
I'll go over to Elia's place and I'll say, Elia, look what I found over in my house. Wait, cool, huh? No.
Alia, do you know what that is?
Did he show me the revolver?
Yeah.
Does that Alia know?
No, Elia would have no clue. Elia would be like all like it. Her house at this point looks homey.
Yeah. I mean, you guys had time to kill. You might as well spruce it up a little bit.
Yep.
I imagine that Opal and Adelaide are kind of just sitting there, like, at the table, just, like, you've already, like, prepared, like, tea for them and stuff like that. There's something cooking in the oven. It smells wonderful.
like cookies or something like that. Yeah, just
Stardew
It's
Valley.
like a little woman's apartment, and then we've got like the bachelor pad.
I said that we have guns. Is that thing loaded? Yes, it is. Don't play with guns, kids.
this is why mom doesn't love you.
Well, is it time to go get your leg now?
Is it?
Yeah, it's about time. Go
We
get
didn't go
it.
check out the temple, but that's okay.
That's fine.
We got guns.
We got guns instead.
What's the damage that thing does?
Just looking at this, so I could either go, if I just do pistol, it's 1d10, and then I looked up, it has revolver a little lower down, and it's 2d8.
2d8. I'll allow you to keep it the 2d8, but don't be trading that around.
Yeah, no, well, it's not his main source of.
Yeah, exactly.
I have a +3 to my attack.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's why I'm okay with you leaving it as a 2d8.
Yeah. And I only have six shots, so we're okay.
True. You guys don't have like a ton of ammunition for it.
That's not this character.
You doing all right, Faith?
Opal is a little more awake from her nap.
Perfect. You feel a little bit better and rested. Are you guys ready to go grab Mac's new leg from Mac?
Yes.
Okay. I did that on purpose, by the way. It's not that I didn't forget.
Yeah, we know.
Perfect.
Whoa, that's like 2 max that we've met in like the last week.
If I had a nickel for every Mac that we've met on this journey, we'd have 3 nickels.
But you're the one who's
A good amount of nickels.
But 3
I am the one who's doing this. It is my fault. There are so many Macs. 2 out of 1 Macs were named by Chase. 2 out of 3. My bad. 2 out of 1.
All right, we're gonna go get Mac's leg.
Yeah,
Mac.
Mac has it all ready for you. It works the same as an average leg.
Okay, so I
For
no
all-
longer have the disadvantages.
Yep. For all intents and purposes, it works
It's a
like
leg.
It's a leg.
So, yeah, it's not like anything crazy fancy. Like, it's not going to give you like a big boost to your jump or things like that, but it'll work.
Will it affect my jumping?
No.
Okay.
It's your lake.
Is it just metal or
It's super metal, but it is painted white and red. So it's like white with like red inlay around like kind of like the line work and stuff like that. So it looks like it might be bleeding if from the distance. Maybe it's
you're hot?
Is it hot here to you guys?
No.
no.
It's a little bit warm.
Do you want me to turn on the AC? Is
I
on.
see the window, so I just do that.
All right.
Thanks. 2-week warranty?
Yeah, of course. That's what I said. You signed the contract. You still have it, right? Perfect. Keep on that. If you do not have it, it's null and void. I cannot do anything without correct documentation.
Okay.
All right. Okay, get out.
Round two.
All right. With that, do you guys know where you're heading?
So the volcano.
Dowsing rods.
Yeah, I've got 1,000 rounds, yeah.
Perfect.
A bell tower.
You
Up the
can.
church. We still can. I think we kind of.
We can move on. We can move on.
Do you want to go to that?
No, if we want to start on the project already, we can do that.
The other thing is, it is now daytime.
It is daytime.
So do you want to stick around? We sleep during the day, travel by night. So all this happened overnight. Because that's when we have been awake.
Yeah.
So are we traveling during the day, or should we just cozy up in the houses that you bought?
Well, it is interesting. It seems like the people around here are awake during the day.
You see some workers milling around. A lot of them look to be prospectors that are going up towards the
mines.
The mines.
Maybe
You see some workers also going around town and stuff like that.
Maybe we follow the prospectors because we have to go kind of up that way anyway.
Sure.
It's still early enough that maybe depend. How far away is it to the mountain? It's pretty close, right? Ish.
I mean, it's probably about half a day to get to like the base of the mountain.
We'll get there before it gets like sweltering.
Well, yeah.
I say let's go.
Sure.
This town has nothing else for us for the moment. Give it 20 years, 10 years maybe.
Do you have that much time?
Oh, I got years. I have centuries.
All
I
right.
was calling you. I guess Red didn't get it.
So, bam, 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 bam.
Or is that too thick for a shoulder strap? Like the thing.
All right,
Thick.
you guys are heading up towards the mines.
I made a little bag.
Are you guys wanting to stop by your guys' newly purchased property?
Is that?
It does look like it's pointing towards that. It's pointing towards the center of the mountain, like in the general direction. So
The area that we purchased is the main mine, right? That was the one that I bought.
that's the one that you bought. That one was the one that was rumored for people to go missing in.
It's just got the shot.
But that is most likely the place.
Perfect. Then we can.
Where the mine shop with the miners or the prospectors going? Are they kind of going that way, or are they turning off a different way?
The miners,
Yeah, you said that
They-
prospectors.
some of them, they look like they're all kind of scattering. You know, they're prospectors. They're looking for maybe where there is, and they may not necessarily want everyone following them. So if you start following someone, they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?
I see. I see.
This is my land right here. Go get
Do
stick your own claim."
Do you own this land?
Yeah,
All right.
get off my land.
Does he own the land? Or is it on my land? Or
do
Alliance
you want
land.
do you want to consult your guys' deeds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence check to be able to understand whether you guys are on your land or not.
Straight intelligence, 12.
Oh,
Oh, intelligence check. Never mind. I'm like, I got a 18.
you're not on your land.
Nice.
Your land's closer to the mountain.
Yes, you are correct.
Get out of here then.
We're just trying to get to the mine. Can you tell us about the main mine,
You know the cursed mine? You bought that thing?
Is that what it's called?
Everyone that goes in there never comes out. You crazy, man. I heard they got some big nuggets up there.
Like gold nuggets?
Sure.
Huh.
I mean, what other kind of nuggets could you have?
So why does no one go up there then if it's really large nuggets?
It's never come out. It's cursed. Go in there for the gold and you never come out. They say you're crazy while you're in there.
How do my mines do? And I show them on my deed. Like how are these ones?
Those are like, that one's probably a B plus mine, and that one I'd say is maybe like a solid B minus. So like they're fine. They're good.
Okay.
They're above average.
All
But
right,
they're not like my mine. It's gonna be a big one. It's got potential. This dirt right here's got plenty of potential.
I look forward to seeing because we're gonna I'm gonna start I'm gonna try and start maybe working in my mind a little bit, hire some people, but I really look forward to seeing how yours does.
Okay. Are you guys looking to buy any pickaxes? It looks like you guys are a little underprepared to mine today. I have some extras.
We're just going to observe, and we're gonna kind of check things out, and we're gonna make a plan first.
Sure. Okay.
But what's your name? If we need some, I'll come buy them from you.
Willie. Willie.
All right. Awesome. Well, yeah. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Now get on my line. I got mining to do. Gotta get into the bowels of the earth. Find the nuggets.
Well,
So, you bought a cursed mine. Congratulations.
you just
All the workers that go in will never come out again. I
Well-
wonder what's down there.
guess what? I think that we have to go there anyway.
I mean, we just gotta follow the rods, you know?
Well, I guess if it happens to go to the cursed mine, then I guess I was right.
Red's like, oh,
We all do the
What?
thing.
Can't control it. It's pulling me this way. It's like pointing that way. It's pulling me this way.
Yeah,
Gets to do some extermination for him.
let's follow it.
Literally straight to the door. Big old lettering above it with like a rickety old sign. The cursed mine. And it's like pointing straight there. This is on your property, man.
Well, thank you guys for being willing to help me exterminate any pests that are down here as part of the vigils. It is part of our job to do this, so...
I better be getting paid for this.
Yes,
You are?
receiving
By
compensation.
you.
No, from the lighthouse. Yes, getting paid.
I'll just find the thing and you can deal with whatever creatures are down here.
Well,
I'll just stand back, let you do the work.
to be fair, here, so just so it's impartial, why don't we talk to the lighthouse and they can talk to the landowner and see what kind of deal can be arranged there, you know?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking to the landowner right now.
Well, this landowner has to help you. So you're making me do the work on my own land. That doesn't seem very fair. So let's just call bygones be bygones. And look, I already let you pull a magic card and you got a sweet thing for me. So you're welcome. We're even now.
I just want to point out that maybe Red would know this, that when Matt gets to stab things, he's got no control. So this is really a moot point. He's gonna say he's not gonna kill anything, but first opportunity he kills. You know, he's gonna be a little bit, salty about it, but then he can't resist.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like
Well, Now is the time. Better late than never, I always say.
Who says we're late?
I don't know. It's just a saying. I've actually never said it. That's the first time.
Can I stab him?
Well, you have to wait.
Wait
Will
for
you
what?
promise to tell me when I can stab him?
Yes. Lighthouse trainings. That's usually a good time to stab your friends.
Yeah.
Back here.
Unfortunately for him, he doesn't know how to spar, so it'll be easy.
Now, would you hit an unarmed man?
Because we're looking for the magic items.
You hit a for like rabbit.
Leg.
And it's
Leg rabbit. Leg is there.
volcano and first mine that
She's actually triple leg. If you think about it, she still has her lucky
so that's why
rabbit's
you're
foot.
hearing what you're doing.
If
You're
you give
looking
that
for
to
magic
him to
items.
flip with, then you'll both be fully legged and upward.
How you doing, Faith? Tired?
So,
So hungover.
She never stopped.
this was so bad.
It's coming back an alcoholic from this trip.
Too much water in the desert it does some crazy things to you.
Some cactus juice.
You, the dowsing rod's point is down to the mine.
Yeah, it's literally you're right at the front door. Or not front door, the front shaft.
Well, yeah, but do the dowsing rods like?
Oh, do they go more down?
A little bit more. Mostly in though, because you guys
Okay.
are kind of the base of the volcano, and then
Well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that that's actually where we were going. So.
it's actually at the entrance on the other side. You guys found? No, you good.
All right, cool. Well, let's go in.
All right, perfect, and that's where we're probably gonna call it tonight.
Dang.
So that actually works for me.
Who's just about walking up the path right behind you.
Sick.
Wait, what?
I'm pretty sure Brandon's gonna be able to join us for next session.
Oh shoot!
Yeah,
I can't wait to show my landowner.
this is my land.
Right though.
Did Red even ever meet?
Once, right at the very start. And it was like a hi, bye.
Well, thank you guys for playing.
Oh,
I know it's a
excited
little bit-
for when to meet Mag. That'll be fun.
I know it's a little bit early, but I didn't want to get into the dungeon until we had Brandon with us.
Yeah, it's fine.
So it's a good thing we spent a lot of time buying land.
Yeah. I'm so excited for it. It's
Yo.
stupid, but at the same time, it's like
Look,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is we're about to clear out my mine that supposedly has large nuggets. So
Large nuggets.
this is great. This is working in everyone's favor. I'll let some people keep some gold, you know.
So in my mind, when you were describing the volcano, I was like, we're going to Mordor. And then you guys decided to make the
You bought
Fetish
land.
you guys decided to make it Las Vegas. I was just like, you know what?
No, not Las Vegas. You're wrong, Joy.
Las Vegas.
Yes,
Boss Legas.
Las Vegas.
That's probably gonna be the option for this,
Name of this episode.
the name of the
Las
episode.
Vegas.
Boss Legas.
Is that where Rin Flighters from?
Sliders from Las Vegas.
David's not even paying attention.
Dude, you hear that?
no.
If
Red
Las
Flighter.
Vegas is Flighter is from.
Oh, yo! It's canon now. This is where freaking what's his? I can't remember what we ended up calling the cop. Alfred.
But
This is where Alfred ran into to Flint
he's
or Rin.
not yet, though. He hasn't ran into it yet. We gotta wait 10, 20 years, you know? Get this thing coming.
As opposed to, since it's kind of flip flop. Because you know what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but it's like
Yeah.
the opposite. Like what happens in
What happened
Vegas.
in
In
yeah.
Vegas.
follow you around for like
Forever.
We'll never let you go.
For years.
The end of your days.
You'll never forget your time at
Legas.
Legas.
Lost legs.
What happens in Legas haunts you for years to come. Lost Legas. You know, Lost Legas.
Alright, I'm ending the stream.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's get this done.
Honestly, yeah.